Let's bring back our panel, Helene Cooper, David Drucker, and Jennifer Rubin. All right, Helene, the president's on this tour going around the country to say, come on, Congress, pass my bill. And every time he does it, Republicans go, oh, yeah? See if you can get 53 Democratic senators to support your bill, and then we'll talk. It's such
a big sort of conundrum for President Obama. They still think at the end of the day they're going to be able to wrangle the Democratic senators that they need. But that said, he's not even paying attention to that right now on the campaign trail. You're seeing a very angry, very feisty President Obama out there. Yesterday he was in Texas, a state he doesn't have a prayer of winning in the election next year, but he was there on a fundraising, John, and he took it to, you saw a very angry sort of president who was doing a lot of things that the people in the Democratic base have been wanting him to do for a long time, and saying, you know, why is he doing so much to compromise? You did not see a compromising style yesterday.
David, is there any concern inside the Republican leadership, particularly in the Senate? And you're writing about how, you know, sort of John Cornyn and Jim DeMint are sort of finding peace with each other in the primaries this time. So they're finding peace. Is that a sign that they are a little bit concerned that they can't have too many internal divisions, because if they do, they've got their own vulnerabilities to deal with swing voters?
Well, I think that Republicans are very cognizant of the fact that the electorate isn't happy, the voters aren't happy, and that if they're not careful, they might miss an opportunity to take back the Senate majority, which is there for them. But I don't think they're actually that concerned that President Obama is going to improve his standing enough, that this jobs bill is going to change the equation such that that is going to cause them a problem. I just think they're trying to play this very smart. I think there's a lot of confidence among Republicans in the Senate right now because there aren't the Democratic votes for the jobs bill as it stands.
But Jennifer, you do get the sense that Republicans are concerned. They don't want to become the punching bag all year round. Congressional Republicans know they have to work with him. They have to find whatever that minimum is in their minds. Do they know that?
I think they do. That's why you hear Eric Cantor on the House side talking about we have to extract those elements that there's common agreement on. That's why I think every time they get a chance, they put forth their list of job things on the Republican side so that they can go to the voters and say,
why haven't they then introduced their own version of the bill?
Well, I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see them extracting elements and say, we will vote for these. Yeah, and that we will vote for these elements. And we'll see.
The music's playing. It's shameless plug time. I'll start with the most dapperly dressed person.
Everybody needs an edge.
No offense, ladies.
My shameless plug is the pocket square. Jim DeMint and John Cornyn have buried the hatchet from last cycle.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
They feel like they have a lot in common for 2012, and it might just be because the political atmospherics are that Tea Party is in, establishment is out.
Yeah, are they at odds, though, in Texas Republican primary?
I suppose it would be too shameless for me to plug my book again.
No,
so,
never.
Well, The House of Sugar Beach, In Search of a Lost African Childhood by Helene Cooper. But Maureen Dowd's column today is a must-read.
All right, fair enough. I like that you spoke about yourself in the third person. Jennifer.
Oh, much more shameless than these folks. I'm going to plug the James Madison High School Marching Band, the pride of Vienna, Virginia. Came in third in the Bands of America competition.
What
East Coast. He actually plays the synthesizer because oboes don't march in marching bands.
No, that is true. Thank you all. That's it for this edition of the Daily Rundown. I am way over. Stay tuned for Chris Jansing. Don't forget Andrea at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.